guys, welcome to the third craft in the 14 Valentines crafts for ideas. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super cute little folded origami heart that has these little wings here. And it's actually fairly simple. So I'm going to jump right into it. What you'll need is some sort of, I use scrapbook paper, but really any sort of pattern paper that you happen to have, or even a plain piece of paper. I have some pink computer paper that would look really good. Just whatever you have, you can use. Just about anything. I've seen people use remnants of coupons and just different things like that. Whatever you have is fine. But I chose this scrapbook paper here, and I cut it into a 6 by 6 inch square. As long as it's a square, it doesn't matter what size it is. Just make sure that all four sides are the same length. So the first thing you want to do is you want to put it pattern side down, and you're going to fold it in half. And then once you have it like this, you're going to fold it in half again. So that really it's just making a very little tiny square. Then you're going to open it back up so that you have now 4 sections. And you're going to take and fold this up to the center line right here. So the center little fold that you can see, you're going to fold this up. And then you're going to flip it this way and fold the other part up, so that these two pieces meet in the center. So you have this now. Then you're going to flip it over. And then what you want to do is take your bottom right hand corner, and you're going to, where this line right here is that runs here, that crease that you have, you're going to fold this up. Now this little flap right here will be in the back. You don't fold that up. You just want to fold all of this up, leaving that little flap, and crease it. So now you have this fold and this little flap here, and you want to do the same thing on the other side. So fold this to the center, leave that little flap laying down there, and crease it into place. Now that you have this, you want to flip it over, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to fold this in half, the whole thing, in half to this little part right here. You have this, you're going to just fold this whole part in half. I like to turn it upside down because it's a little bit easier. My paper is a little thicker, but you just fold it in half to that little rectangle there. Okay, now you're going to see how you have these little flaps right here. What you want to do is you're going to turn it so that you have this flap in front of you, and this little flap here will have a little crease on it. What you want to do is make that crease line up with this line right here and just squish it flat. And then you're going to turn it over, or turn it this way and do the same thing. Find this little crease right here, make sure it lines up with this line right here, and squish it flat and crease it into place. Then over here you'll have this little triangle that's a little bit off, and you just fold that triangle down and do the same thing on the other side. See that little triangle? We'll fold it down. Almost done. The last thing you want to do is you take these little corners here and you're just going to fold it in just a little bit. And this, you pretty much just guesstimate. Just try to make sure that the two sides, because you do the same thing on the other side, try to make sure that they're close. It doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure that they're close. At this point, your heart is pretty much done. But what I like to do is take this little part right here. I mean, you can leave it just like this, but I like to take this little part up here and just fold it down a little bit. And it just makes that line a little bit longer, and it gives it just a little bit more of a rounded shape, I guess. And I like that a little bit better. So that's your little heart. You could write a little message on it. You could decorate it up. If you have, let me just use a scrap piece of paper here, but if you had some sort of card you had made out of paper, so you had a nice little folded up card of some sort that you had made or bought or whatever, you wanted to add a little something to it, you could take this and just line the lines up. These lines here, add a little heart to it to embellish it. All kinds of little things you could do with it. That's pretty much it. Pretty simple, right? Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.